In today's show, $50,000 Bitcoin price is reasonable if Bitcoin hits new highs, says popular crypto analyst Tone Vays. That's right. If the price of Bitcoin surpasses $20,000, which is the all-time high in the medium term, Vays says history shows it tends to double. Based on the historical price cycles, he says the $45,000 to $50,000 range is a reasonable target. I'll be breaking this down for you right here in today's show. Also, in today's episode, analyst says Bitcoin trajectory ahead of schedule, peak projected at $325,000. Taking a look at this tweet from top crypto analyst VJ and also a former Google engineer. He shares, if we were to follow the 2016-2017 trajectory, which we're ahead of schedule right now, the peak of the cycle would occur on October 19th, 2021, and the peak price would be approximately, drumroll please, $325,000. As we can see right here on this graph, you can see where we're currently at and where we're heading. I'll be breaking down these bullish price predictions for you right here in today's show. Also in today's episode, according to Grayscale, the Bitcoin market looks like 2016 before its historic bull run. They just released their latest report entitled Valuing Bitcoin. I'll be sharing the highlights right here in today's show. Also in today's episode, I'll be sharing the latest stats showcasing crypto growth in 2020, and we'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As we can see, most of the major cryptos are back in the red, but where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And before we kick off today's show, if interested in tapping into OPM and leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, smash the link right below this video in the description. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. Lots to discuss in the Bitcoin world today, but let's break it off by diving into today's top story of the day. According to popular crypto analyst Tone Vays, shout out to Tone, he says a $50,000 Bitcoin price is reasonable if Bitcoin hits new highs. Here we go. Tone Vays, the well-known Bitcoin derivatives trader, believes Bitcoin will stay above 10,000 for the rest of 2020. If you agree, drop me a comment right down below and smash that subscribe button. Now, at the start of the year, Vays says he was skeptical Bitcoin would break 20K in 2021, but now he thinks it's possible for the top crypto to overtake its record all-time high. Now, if the Bitcoin price surpasses the $20,000 all-time high, which was set back in December of 2017, in the medium term, Vays says history shows it tends to double based on the historical price cycles. He says that $45,000 to $50,000 range is a reasonable target for the Bitcoin price. And I agree 100%. Let me know your thoughts right down below. He said this in a recent interview with IGTV. Every time Bitcoin breaks a prior all-time high, especially when it takes years to break that all-time high like we're witnessing right now, it tends to usually more than double. So I think 45,000 to 50,000 is a reasonable target. The Bitcoin price may surge once we break out of that $20,000 all-time high and we reach price discovery mode, just like we watched Chainlink hit price discovery mode once it surpassed $5 and it climbed all the way up to 20 bucks. Bitcoin could do the same thing, only Bitcoin is on a completely different level. Now, throughout 2020, Vays says Bitcoin will likely stay above 10,000 and gear towards 20,000 the following year. This is what he noted. In the beginning of the year, I thought that even next year would be a struggle to break 20K. Now I think it's pretty likely that we'll break 20K next year. As on-chain analysts have said throughout August, the $10,000 area has become a strong support level for Bitcoin. As long as the key psychological level at 10K is intact, an extended uptrend becomes more likely. Vays also drew a comparison between Bitcoin and gold. He emphasized that gold broke its all-time high and saw a 5% upside past its previous high fairly quickly. Vays explained that Bitcoin could do something similar over the medium to long term when it breaks its previous all-time high at $20,000. Here's what he's on the record sharing. We are watching what's happening with gold right now. Gold finally broke its all-time high. That made it 10 years ago, just recently, and it went already $100 past that. So it went from 5% more fairly quickly. So let's see how fast gold goes up since breaking all-time high, and Bitcoin can do something similar. Now, here's a fact. Gold could be considered a infinite supply. just like other precious metals. We have people like Elon Musk saying that they could mine gold from asteroids. I saw an article from National Geographic where they said they may have an infinite gold supply in the oceans, as the oceans around the earth is obviously so vast, making up the majority of the earth, where Bitcoin is finite. It's the scarcest, most sound form of hard money in existence. And because of that, it being the opposite of the dollar, where they can just print trillions and trillions out of thin air, we're going to be moving to Bitcoin, where there's true scarcity for the first time in a monetary supply. So just saying, I'm extremely bullish on the king of all crypto. Now, how far could Bitcoin go? Great question. Various price models predict the price of Bitcoin to reach anywhere between $30,000 to $250,000 in the long term. Heck, I've seen some predictions that say $1 million, but it all depends upon the date, right? According to Vays, he would be satisfied if the next top of Bitcoin is at around 45,000. Historically, Bitcoin has seen a major breakout past its previous record high, reach a new peak, then correct. A rapid upsurge to unsustainable price levels could leave Bitcoin vulnerable to sharp drops. He added, do we think we go as high as $100,000? I'm not willing to make that statement. For me, I would be happy if the next top was around 45,000, and that could happen quickly. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Tone Vays and his price prediction for Bitcoin. And now for our next story of the day. Analyst says Bitcoin trajectory ahead of schedule, peak projected at $325,000. And before I break this down, let's first take a look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin maintaining just above that $11,600 support. We're witnessing, in my opinion, a healthy correction. Right now, we have Ethereum down almost 2%, trading just above $400. Chainlink, this may be a good time to BTFD. This is not investment advice, just saying. It's down 11%, trading at $14.52. We have OMG, which has been surging like OMG. We have some other cryptos, QTUM and NEO, also in the dark green, but many altcoins are actually currently bleeding. And taking a look at some of the top exchange volume, we can see Binance down 4% with 8.7 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. We have Hobby Global up almost 26% with 2.5 billion in volume. OKEX up 14% with 1.6 billion, and Coinbase Pro, go Coinbase Pro, up 91% with 1.2 billion in volume. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day. I already shared with you Tone Vays' bullish price predictions on Bitcoin. Now I'm going to share with you even more bullish price predictions coming from a former Google engineer and top crypto expert. The Bitcoin price recently set a new high for the 2020s, but has since pulled back to just under 12K. But it's important to keep in mind that the asset is further beyond in its cycle trajectory, which could mean there's still more downside to go before the bull run picks up in steam. But in the end, however, it doesn't matter, as the same projection brings the crypto to a peak of over $325,000 in under 2 years. Bitcoin at this point has likely bottomed. If the initial plunge to 3,200 wasn't enough, buyers wouldn't let the crypto set a lower low, even on Black Thursday amid the pandemic-induced panic. Now, since then, the asset has been on a strong uptrend, to say the least, recovering fully from those lows and then some. The crypto's block reward halving has also now passed just a few months back, a bullish event due to its enormous impact on the already scarce supply. That's the combination that makes this thing so parabolic. We have massive institutional demand, which we haven't ever had since the inception of Bitcoin, mixed with the block subsidy halving just a few months back. Bitcoin halving occurred, reducing the block reward. Now, when we have that massive demand mixed with the halving, that's when the market goes parabolic. And this, my friend, is just the beginning. Experts like former Google engineer VJ and several top industry analysts believe the asset follows a 4-year cycle driven by this important event known as the Bitcoin halving. The hype surrounding the halving helped the crypto asset reclaim 9K, then spent several months consolidating below resistance. The break of resistance at 10K, which was that critical psychological level, caused a FOMO, fear of missing out rally, to above 12K. Based on momentum alone, this move higher pushed the Bitcoin price just slightly ahead of schedule compared to the last 4-year cycle, says VJ. Now check it out. According to this crypto analyst, if Bitcoin was following the last cycle exactly, the Bitcoin price should be trading trading at roughly $10,800, but currently Bitcoin is trading roughly $1,000 higher, following a pullback, then begin after setting a local high at 12,400, which we touch. Now, the same data calls for Bitcoin price to set a new all-time high somewhere right around Christmas Day. Wouldn't that be a beautiful Christmas present? A gift to crypto investors that we have weathered the long crypto winter and bear market. Now, I remember when the Bitcoin price touched that $20,000 all-time high. That was around Christmas time back in December of 2017. Now, check out how sexy this graph is. You can see where we're currently at. If we were to shoot up to $325,000 at the peak of this Bitcoin cycle, you'd see us at the top right here. Holy moly. If you're pretty excited for that, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and drop me a comment right down below. Even if you disagree, let me know why. Drop me a comment. Don't be a stranger. If Bitcoin continues to follow this path, and it has thus far, the next peak would arrive somewhere around October 19th, 2021. The target, 325,000. I'm going to say it again. So sometime around October 19th, 2021, the peak target is $325,000 for the Bitcoin price. Now, such a lofty target and rise from 10,000 to over 300,000 kind of sounds unrealistic. However, at that value, the crypto's market cap would be just over half of gold's. Now, adding a Peter Schiff pitchfork to the same price trajectory also appears to perfectly mark the projected top. Now, I feel over the long haul that Bitcoin will flip on gold, considering gold currently has an $8 to $9 trillion market cap. What is the Bitcoin/crypto market cap? Currently $300 billion, which is nothing, which ultimately means that crypto and Bitcoin is still just a pup. We're just getting started, if you ask me. The same four quadrants of the tool has also acted as support and resistance for different phases of the last two market cycles, suggesting there's at least some probability that this keeps pace. If the peak actually is close to mid-October as this trajectory projects, the 4-year cycle in theory will be proven and the entire world will know to buy the next dip. And now taking a look at some of VJ's tweets, it has been 100 days since Bitcoin's halving and its dollar price is 11,747 at the time of this tweet. That is about 59.4% of Bitcoin's all-time high. How does this compare to the 2016-2017 cycle? If we project percentage of all-time high in 2016 to now, 100 days after the halving, Bitcoin was $10,887. He continues, in the 2016 cycle, Bitcoin did not break its prior all-time high until 229 days after the halving. If we were to follow that exact trajectory, Bitcoin would make a new all-time high just after Christmas Day this year. Merry Christmas. And he goes on to share, if we were to follow the 2016-2017 trajectory, which we're ahead of schedule right now, the peak of the cycle would occur on October 19th, 2021, and the peak Bitcoin price would be approximately $325,000. And he's actually responding to Charts BTC, who shared some very bullish price predictions, which I covered in great detail in yesterday's episode. Just in case you missed it, be sure to check it out. And now for our next story of the day. Grayscale says the Bitcoin market looks like 2016 before its historic bull run. They just released this recent report entitled Valuing Bitcoin. And before I break this down, let's first take a look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at $368 billion with $100 billion solid in the last 24 hours. And the current Bitcoin dominance is 59%. Even Steven, even McGeeven. However, keep in mind that the true realized market cap is closer to 80% if we were to exclude ICOs as well as stablecoins. Now taking a look at the top gainers within the top 100, we have OMG Network. OMG, what a suitable name. Up 70%, trading at $6.79. We have 0x up almost a whopping 50%, now trading at 82 cents. I am extremely bullish on 0x. That was one of Tika Twari's top crypto picks I've been hodling, so it's really cool to see it up 50% for the day. Ample Fourth up 25%, trading at 78 cents. Icon up 23%, trading at 59 cents. QTUM up 19.5%, trading at $4.28. And Balancer up 19%, trading at $20.79. Below that, we have Lisk up 17% and Flexicoin up 17%. And now taking a look at the biggest losers within the top 100 in the past day, we have Swipe down 13%, trading at $2.84. Algorand down 13%, trading at 56 cents. We have Kava down 12%, trading at $4.10. Waves down 12%, trading at $3.40. Chainlink, better known as the missing link of the blockchain, down 11%. Again, BTFD, not investment advice, but trading at $14.55. And then we have Chainlink's competitor, another Oracle, which is down 10%. Band Protocol trading at $11.23. Below that, we have Terra down 10% and Reserve Rights down 9.5%. Out of this list of altcoins in the green and in the red, which altcoins in particular are you most bullish on? Drop me a comment right down below. And now checking out the BitMEX margins, we can see the bears are obviously back in control, leading with 72 million in superiority in the last 24 hours, with shorts leading 53.3% versus 46.6% longs. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of all crypto? Let me know in the comments below. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Why do I share this every day? Because it's as accurate as a mofo. Just saying, right now we're currently in extreme greed. And what are we witnessing right now? A pullback, a correction, which is exactly what the Crypto Greed and Fear Index predicts. Now, when we're in fear, it's the opposite. That may be a great investment opportunity, aka BTFD. And sometimes we're neutral, like we were last month, but coming out of that pandemic, we were stuck in fear, in extreme fear for the longest time. The market got extremely bullish. We shot up, surpassing that $12,000 mark, which marked a new high for the past 12 months for the Bitcoin price. And now we're in extreme greed, and we're witnessing, in my opinion, a healthy correction. All right, and before I break down this final story of the day and we discuss the Grayscale giant, talking about the Bitcoin market looking like 2016 before its historic bull run, first I want to encourage you to smash the show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 500 plus videos right here on my channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Not only is this updated every single day, it also allows you to download the latest episode of the show in MP3 format. Also, be sure to subscribe on YouTube by smashing that subscribe button right below this video, or visit the direct link, cryptonewsalerts.net. You can also find us on all the major podcasting platforms, from Apple's iTunes to Spotify to Google Play and Stitcher Radio. You can also follow us on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is cryptonewsyes. And for those of you active on Facebook, as I am, I do have a crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy with over 17,000 cryptopreneurs from all over the world. To become a part of it, simply click this link, request to join, and I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, as I am, I do have a crypto Telegram chat. To join it, simply click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day. A new report by crypto fund manager Grayscale Investments argues that the current Bitcoin market structure parallels that of early 2016 before it began its historic bull run. That's right. Grayscale predicts that demand for Bitcoin will significantly grow as inflation accelerates, highlighting the need for a scarce monetary commodity, bolstering the use case of the cryptocurrency. The report identifies several on-chain indicators showing growing interest in crypto, noting an increase in long-term holding/hodling over short-term speculation amid historic lows for the number of Bitcoins held on exchanges. Grayscale also notes that daily active addresses are at their highest level since 2017's all-time highs. So as you can see, we have extremely bullish signals left and right. And in this report, which I'll include in the show notes below the video in the description for you to reference and check it out, let's just check out some of the contents right here. I'm going to just scroll through it really quick. It's only 20 pages, so it's a pretty simple and quick read. It breaks down some data, which could be very helpful, as we can see right here, but allow me to continue to give you some of the highlights from the report. Check it out. The report asserts that loosening monetary policy from the U.S. abandonment of the gold standard onwards have created cycles of debt-fueled asset bubbles, followed by aggressive quantitative easing, which is where they print trillions of dollars out of thin air, which is currently what they're doing. But what they're really doing is stealing it. They're giving the people peanuts. You know what I mean? Here's a stimulus, $1,200. God bless you. However, they're stealing trillions behind closed doors, and they're crashing the United States and global economy, and eventually it's going to crash the dollar. They know what they're doing. This is all engineered by design. This is chess, not checkers. Just saying. Some people don't know that. Grayscale notes the increasing dependence of the U.S. economy on quantitative easing to stay afloat, that the history shows its addiction difficult to quit. The S&P dropped 20% over 3 months in response to the Fed floating plans to reserve its monetary expansion in 2018. Now, despite the US dollar remaining structurally strong relative to other currencies, the report asserts that investors who are wary of inflation amid the unprecedented monetary and fiscal stimulus are searching for ways to protect against the ever-expanding money supply, bolstering the case for Bitcoin as a store of value. Why do you want dollars when it's just going to continue to be devalued? If they can print trillions of more Bitcoin, would Bitcoin have any value? No. But why do we value dollars? We need to move away from even comparing the Bitcoin price to dollars. We need to get focused on Satoshis and sats, if you ask me. Now, Grayscale cites the scoring system used by hedge fund manager Paul Tudor Jones to assess Bitcoin's attributes against cash, gold, and financial assets and determine the market's growth potential. Quoting Paul Tudor Jones, the report noted, "What was surprising to me that Bitcoin scored as high as it did. Bitcoin had an overall score of nearly 60% of that of financial, but has a market cap of that of 1/1200th of that. It scored 66% of gold as a store of value, but the market cap, that is 1/60th of gold's outstanding value." Paul Tudor Jones also goes on to share that he believes Bitcoin is the fastest horse in the race, hence why he allocated 2% of his overall investment portfolio into the king of all crypto. And Max Kaiser predicts now that Warren Buffett dumped banks and put it into gold reserves, he feels that Paul Tudor Jones is going to up his ante from that 2% allocation into Bitcoin to 10%. And when this happens, the Bitcoin price can surge to $50,000, as Vays predicts, as I shared with you earlier in the episode. Now, also, he went to share something appears wrong here, and my guess is its price of Bitcoin, Jones concluded. Let me know your thoughts surrounding these bullish price predictions I shared with you right here in today's show. And don't forget to check out the description below the video to download this latest report from the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. And also, now let's discuss some stats showcasing crypto growth in 2020. Shout out to Alex Kruger. He went on to share on crypto Twitter, the crypto market cap is up 95%, and this was published yesterday at 6:10 p.m. Just in case you didn't know, the stablecoin market cap is up 185%. Bitcoin is up 65%. Ethereum is up 220%. Chainlink is up 800%. Bitcoin futures is up 50%. Bitcoin options is up 560%. BTC CME futures is up 660%. BTC CME futures and Bitcoin is up 360%. And the total value locked in decentralized finance is up 900%. So if you're not bullish on Bitcoin and crypto, what in the world are you doing with your life right now? Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And real quick before I go, if interested in tapping into OPM and leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, be sure to smash that link right below the video in the description and register for this free system entitled OPM Wealth. You'll be glad you did, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.